The new map that I've seen, the first map, is what I understand is a first blush. In other words, it's the first map and it could be changed. There's going to be a couple more open hearings where people can give their input, and it could well be tweaked again. My new map particularly has some changes, and frankly some of the changes are not the best changes in the world for me. I'm losing Mercer County, which is the home of my grandparents, and I really enjoyed representing Mercer County because of the rural and agriculture nature of the district. And I'm going to really miss that. I really like the rural districts. My new district, it looks to going to be going out to more towards Rock Falls and Sterling, which is not a bad move for me either. But you know, I don't like change, so I hate to see the change.
So are you merging with anyone else's district nearby?
No, I am just going farther out to the east than I had in the past. It'll make my district more compact, and it won't look quite as long and as narrow as it used to. And I think it's overall part of the whole map process, which is to make sure the districts are contiguous. There was a lot of complaints back when the Republicans ran the maps last time, and they created that 17th district in my community, the congressional district, that snaked all across the way from Rock Island to Decatur, and it was just too far away. And there was a lot of complaints, and rightfully. So I'm hoping that the new congressional map, and we haven't seen it, but when we do, I hope that it's more compact, because people deserve the opportunity to know and meet their representative if they choose to.
So like, did you have any complaints about it? Did you tell them what's on your mind?
Yeah, you know, I've never been afraid to speak my mind. So I did tell some people when I saw the map that there's some things I didn't like. But I have yet to see the new congressional maps. I haven't seen those. And my understanding is that this weekend they'll be taking a look at those. But the important thing is that voters can actually go and look at the map themselves and make suggestions by going to ilsenatedemocrats.com. I believe that's the code.
How is this map drawing process different from previously?
Oh, incredibly different. I was around here when they did the last map. And what happened in the last map is that the congressional people came in and said, okay, here's our maps. You guys make your maps fit within our maps. Well, it didn't work that way this time. It looks to have worked that there was there's been 20 public meetings, and they've talked with legislators to build districts that they felt would be comfortable. And I think you're going to see a bottom-up approach, which means they set up the Senate district first. Tomorrow they're going to do the House district, is my understanding. I think those House districts will be nested inside the Senate districts. There was some talk early on about unjoining the House districts from the Senate districts, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. And then, after we see the House districts and the Senate districts, then the congressional people will have a chance to fight over what they need to fight over. So I think it's more of a bottom-up approach, and I think you'll get a more contiguous and more diverse and a better map in its entirety.
So what about your colleagues?
Well, you know, there's always winners and losers in this kind of process. I think that some people are being parred in the same districts, which would be really hard. I know former Senate President John Cullerton, in the last census, he was taken out of his boyhood home that he grew up in, and they moved him 2 blocks out of the district. So he had to give up his boyhood home to move into the district. I hope that doesn't happen to anybody, but I'm sure it will. You know, you can't give everyone a district. This isn't really about the politicians in the end. This is about voters, and voters have to be satisfied. And you know, that's why I think it's important that we're doing these public hearings and that people give their 2 cents, because what they have to say does matter.
So was there a lot of fight, like as far as like politics goes? You know, Democrats.
There's always fighting, but you know, unlike a lot of states, Illinois Democrats and Republicans tend to get along a little better. And if you look at it, we're not like Wisconsin, where we're got people protesting and trying to kill each other, and Democrats and Republicans hiding from each other. You know, at the end of the day, that's the one thing about Illinois, is we're a very big, a very diverse state, and we work together. I think we work together pretty well. There's times when we disagree, and we fundamentally disagree. But in the end, I think, from what I've heard, most Republicans who like their Senate maps better than perhaps I do. I know Senator Bivens, who's to the east of me, is thrilled to death with his new district. And Senator LaHood, who's taking over Mercer County, and I'm kind of jealous of that, is said to be very pleased with his district too. And I'm probably less pleased than both those Republicans.